The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday, man. What a great day. What a great day. It's Friday, brother. It's Friday. TGIF. Good morning, my man Elmo. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Good morning, Junior. How are you? Man, we gonna have a short crew in here today or what? But good morning, brother. Good morning, brothers. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you, man? It's Friday, man. It's a great day in the neighborhood. It is Friday. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody is hanging in there on a Friday, getting ready for the weekend, getting ready to knock this day out, getting ready to do everything we do, man. Good morning, Mr. P. There's my man. How are you, brother? How are you? How are you? Just living the dream. Yeah, always, Junior. Always living that dream, man. Living that investment dream, living that crypto dream, man. Living the dream, brother. It's a dream, it's a nightmare, all at the same time. Just depends on where you're at, man. But it's definitely a dream, man. It's a dream for me. Loving where we're at right now, loving where the market is right now, loving what's going on right now in all of the markets. Actually, man, I took a lot of profits out of the stock market yesterday, but it was that time, brother. It was that time. What is up, Mr. P? How are you, brother? Man, how are you, brother? Man, that's my man right there. Elmo Jr., Mr. P, man. Glad you guys are with us this morning. Like I said, looks like it might be a short crew this morning, but we're gonna do what we do, right? Pre-markets. Let's go ahead and have a look, see where the Asian markets left us last night. They left us pretty good. They closed. They were all in green. They closed great. That the Asian market is definitely doing well. European market woke up this morning. They're doing well as well. And our pre-markets over here in the United States are looking very, very strong this morning. They had a great day yesterday in the market. They were going for all-time highs in the market yesterday. So everything is trading well over here in the United States as well as Europe, as well as Asia. The bond market is looking absolutely good. It's looking where we want it to look. We want it to take a little bit of a dip. Coinbase right now sitting at $153.63. Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad over there. Coinbase stock. If Coinbase stock is looking good, then that's a good thing. Got this big story right here too. GM, though, they're going to lay off 1,300 Michigan workers because they're going to stop production on this truck. It makes you wonder whether or not this had something to do with that strike that was going on, the new deal that was struck between the automakers. SoCal Cat, what's going on, man? Good morning. But it looks like this may, I don't know. It's one of these things that you got to wonder, right? But the new deal that was struck with these automakers, it's an expensive deal, and you can only push companies so far when it comes to wages and everything else, before they have to start making some cutbacks. And unfortunately, this may be some collateral damage from that. So as good as the deal looked on paper, eventually you got to get down into the numbers and figure out where your company's at. And, this could be some collateral damage from that. We'll see what Ford does. We'll see what Stellantis does, if they start cutting back on production as well. But we'll see. 1,300 workers, though. It's a lot of workers in Michigan, man. Feel sorry for each one of them. I hope that it works out well for them. But in investing, there's some, with every great deal that struck, there usually is some collateral damage that goes along with that, and this may be some collateral damage here. So we'll see what happens. But I definitely hope they're doing well. But the markets are looking really, really good. They're looking really, really strong. Like I said, the European market continues a little bit of an up. They're trading up a little bit this morning. Our markets are going to open great, it looks like, and they had a great day yesterday. Apple was absolutely on fire yesterday. I took some profits out of Apple yesterday, and took some profits out of Tesla yesterday. And so definitely looking really, 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 really strong today, as well. Coming over here at the crypto market, guys, we're sitting at a $1.61 trillion market cap. This market cap continues to move to the upside. New money continues to come in, which is a great thing. Last time we were on here, we were right about 1.56. So now we're right about 1.61 trillion. Definitely new money coming in. Definitely the crypto market is strong. It continues to add to this market cap, which will continue to drive these projects forward. Definitely. So, everything's pointing to the upside. Everything's pointing to the good side here. Bitcoin, it is down a little bit over the 24-hour, about 1%. Yeah, not much, guys. Sitting at $42,717 right now. Just changed. This thing, it's going to trade sideways a little bit for a little while. We talked about this last time on here. Between that 39,000 and 43,000 is kind of where I got it trading sideways a little bit before that next move up. Got obviously waiting on them spot Bitcoin ETFs to get approved for that next leg up on this Bitcoin, and then you're going to have the halving, which is going to really send it. So gotta expect some of this consolidation in Bitcoin right now. So it's going to consolidate. It's going to trade sideways a little bit. Especially with December tax season coming, Christmas season coming, all that stuff coming. Big Watch, dude, what's up, brother? What's up? Yes, smash that like button, guys. Hit me up in the old algorithm, man. Let's get this thing pushed up here again in the old algo. I was in the old algo and then kind of dropped out a little bit, but definitely want to get pushed back up in the algorithm, man. Push us back up there. Big Watch, dude, is in the building, everybody. So definitely DGs are rolling in, but Bitcoin's going to trade sideways here for a little while, guys. So and this is good. This is natural. This is where we want it. The same with Ethereum. You're looking at it down another, about 1.6% on the 24-hour, but it's still sitting at $2,260 right now. So definitely a good consolidation point right here where Ethereum is. So definitely looking for a upside move on Ethereum. We'll get to that here in a minute. BNB is looking really strong at $249. It's only down 0.8%, which is, these top three are kind of running together right now, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB, they're running kind of together with their percent gains. So definitely they are definitely running side by side here. But BNB is actually looking strong. I expected a bigger dip from BNB with the whole Binance thing, but it definitely shows you how strong BNB is right now. The fact that it didn't take that dip. XRP is looking good at 62. It's this 60 between 60 cents and 63 cents is where XRP seems to want to sit right now in its most comfortable spot. It's down 0.6% on the day. But it seems like that's where it's most comfortable right there. Solana went on an absolute ride, baby, up to $78.32. It is up 7.2% on the week, 6.8% on the 24-hour. It went on a nice little ride yesterday. So if you were on that ride, then congratulations to you, baby. Congratulations to you. My man Selmo Fudd is in the building. Good morning, TGIF, brother. TGIF. We are on it this morning. Loving this Friday, man. But yeah, Solana was up, man. It took off yesterday. So definitely look for some consolidation in Solana today. And is my assumption of what's going to happen. But we'll see. Solana's been running, man. AVAX has also been running. It's up to $40.71. Definitely AVAX has been killing the charts lately, up 48.2% on the week, 3.8% on the day. AVAX has absolutely been killing this market right now. Probably one of the top performers when it comes to blue chips in the market right now. AVAX is. So definitely, if you're in AVAX, congrats, man. Take your profits. Make sure you're taking your profits. Because what comes up must go down, right? It will come down. It will consolidate. Dogecoin, it wants to break this 10-cent mark right here. It's struggling at 9 cents. Like it got to 10 cents and then pulled back to that 9-cent range and has been sitting there ever since. But definitely, it went on a nice little run when the market went on a run. Chainlink, you guys, up to that $15 range, $15 even right now, down about 1.46% on the day, 8% on the week. Chainlink was up to about $16. Definitely still think that this is a bargain here at $15. I think Chainlink is you're going to see a run in Chainlink, kind of like you see in AVAX is how I see it. I think Chainlink you're going to see run up the charts pretty quick. It's just right now this token is being suppressed, and if you look at the buys and sells and the wallets in it, you can see that it's being suppressed right now by some big people, some big investors. But once that suppression is gone, Chainlink's going to take off. Definitely going to I think it's going to take an AVAX run up the charts. Matic sitting at that 86 cent level, down about 3.6% on the 24-hour. Polygon, it's got to get back up to that 90-cent range. It's really struggling to get there and hold that 90-cent level. But definitely that's the level that it should be at. That's the level where it should go. Matt C joined. I get all these messages that say joined. I don't know where they're joining from. But definitely Polygon's got to get back up to this 90-cent level. It really does. Polygon to me is one of these tokens that are it's going to run, but right now it's underperforming the market. It's not performing where it should be in the market that we're in. So we'll see where it heads. But definitely I think it's one of the ones that right now are underperforming. SHIB got a zero back yesterday and then gave it back this morning. So it's doing its thing. It's trading sideways. It's doing its thing. It's kind of hanging in there. But definitely gave it zero back. Stellar sitting at 12 cents, 12.5, down about 0.5% on the 24-hour. Stellar's hanging in there. It's trading between this 12 and 13 cent range. And definitely another one that I think the run is still in it. It's just we're just waiting for it, right? We're just waiting for the run. The run's still in it. It hasn't performed the way that we thought it was going to perform in this market, but I still think that the upside is there and it will perform very well. It's just a matter of when that run happens, right? That's the key. That's the key right there. Is when it's going to happen. Caspa is back up, is at that 12-cent range, low 12-cent range, sitting at a 4.9% 24-hour gain. I'm not saying that Caspa is underperforming the market right now, because Caspa had its own run. It ran when nobody else was running. So now you see it consolidating at the 12-cent mark. So, you know, it outperformed the market when the market was performing down. So I think that's what you're seeing out of Caspa right now, is this consolidation here. Yes, the market's running, but you have to remember Caspa had its own run. So there is some profit taking going on here. There is some money coming out of Caspa. It was up to 13 cents, but you know, it's because of that run that they had early on. Crow continues. It's at that 10-cent mark. I hope that it holds on to that 10-cent mark today. You guys know we're big Crow investors here. Love Crow. But I hope it holds that 10-cent mark today. It's a key level, because usually when it goes under that 10-cent mark, it drops down to the low 9s and comes back up to the 10s, down 2.9% on the day, but up 5.8% on the week. It's performing okay. So I'd like to see it build this level at 10 cents right here. I think that's where it needs to be. That's where it's got to be. You know, and then that ensures everybody who is investing with us here on this channel, you should be sitting at a double right now, because we're buying at right around 5 cents. And you should be sitting at a double. Here's another one on the board, man, that is just absolutely tearing the charts up, is Bonk. Bonk got listed on Coinbase. I put a post out yesterday and just said, you know, if you guys don't believe in the Coinbase effect, you know, it's sitting right here in front of your face. Bonk is up 128% on the week, 95% on the 24-hour. This thing is listed on Coinbase. This thing absolutely took off. It's on the Solana blockchain. And Bonk is now probably, you know, the third meme coin. It is the third meme coin according to market cap, because you got Doge, you got SHIB, and now you're looking at Bonk sitting here at 43. Bonk absolutely went on a ride. I did miss this ride. I didn't get on the train. I should have got on the train, because we knew that it was going to get listed. I didn't get on that Bonk train. I kind of sat that one out, but definitely everybody that did get in, man, you guys should be sitting really good right now in profit. This thing is up 132% on the week. So this thing is absolutely moving. I bought a small bag. I bought a small bag since it's on Coinbase. Yeah, Big Watch. It's crazy, man, because I was looking at it yesterday, and I was gonna get a small bag on Coinbase, but you know, New York State over here, they're playing around. So it's listed on Coinbase, but it's not listed in my region. So I could have got it on MEXC, but I just, at that time, by the time all that happened, it was up 80-something%, and I just wasn't buying into that. I wasn't buying into that big ass green candle, but definitely this thing. If you got in, Big Watch, I hope you're in profit, brother. I hope you're in profit. Going into work. All right, Junior, man, have a great day, man. TGIF, brother. But yeah, I hope you're in profit, making some money. This thing's gonna come down. It's gonna come back down to a consolidation phase. I don't know where the high on this thing's gonna sit, but it's definitely gonna come back down a little bit. It's gonna consolidate. It's not gonna continue to stay where it's at. You know, that's a big run up for people not to be taking profit. I want to look at this chart and show you guys over the 7-day. You see this, right? And this is right about here is probably we talk about this a lot on the channel. When you get to a tier 1 exchange, they start to buy their own supply, right? And we talk about the Coinbase effect, the Binance effect, the tier 1 effect. They buy their own supply. They don't ask the projects to supply the supply for them. And that's why we talk about the Coinbase effect, the Binance effect, all that stuff, is because they come in here on the chart and they buy their supply. So before this thing was even listed, you have to figure that Coinbase was probably buying bonk like right up in this area right here, which gave it that lift, and they probably finished buying up in here, where it started to consolidate a little bit. And then all of this is just retail investment coming in after. This is a 7-day chart. So all of this is probably just retail investment coming in after Coinbase has already bought its supply, right? So these guys are not, Coinbase is not, Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin, all them guys, they're not going to buy the supply up here. So they're buying the supply before they list it down here. Here's the real effect of Coinbase. The Coinbase and Binance effect is actually before the run. You start to see the little pull up in the consolidation. They probably stopped buying their supply somewhere up in here, and then it took off based on everything else. So, all of that FOMO after Coinbase bought their supply, that's all retail investment. That's all retail investment coming in, exchanges coming in, the volume on exchanges, all that stuff. So definitely, if you were in bonk early and held on, you really hit that Coinbase effect. But definitely, if you got in even on the retail investment side, you're doing pretty good. A lot of times what happens with these tokens is the tier one exchanges will come in and they'll buy their supply, and you'll see that big run up, and a lot of people will make money right there. And then once it gets listed, it usually lasts a day or two, and then it starts to teeter. It starts to move down and consolidate. After that, after the retail investment comes in, and then they take their profits, it usually starts to come down and consolidate. I saw a video of Paul Barron. I love Paul Barron, Big Watch. That's my dude right there, man. A lot of people think that Paul is dry and long, but man, the information you get out of Paul Barron, that's my dude right there. I can't say enough. If you guys ain't watching Paul for a lot of these blue chip plays and real solid investments and where the market's going, then you're probably missing out. I saw, I like Paul Barron. He's a good content creator, man. He digs down deep into stuff. I saw a video of Paul Barron covering. Yeah. It was weird. It's weird that Paul Barron would actually even cover bonk, but he knew what was coming, man. Like, he knew what was coming, and it was kind of a big deal. Yeah, it was. Bonk was a big deal, man, coming on Coinbase. You got to remember, Coinbase doesn't list just any meme tokens, right? Ken, good morning, brother. Good morning. Paul is tight. Yeah, Paul's my dude, man. I watch Paul. Seiko, what's up? Good morning, brother. Good morning. Got up in the doc. And the doc was killing it on X. Yeah, he was on X, man. He was on X. He's killing it, man. They're doing a thing over there. I took a break from X for a minute as far as going in spaces and stuff like that. It just gets to be a little crazy after a while. I can't let it consume my day. But yeah, he was killing it over there. He's killing it on X. Definitely killing it on X. Looks like wrong dog was punking up. Yeah, dog's not performing too well right now, man. It's just not. We'll see what happens with dog. Like, we'll talk about it in a minute, but it's not performing the way it's not performing well, and there's a lot of reasons why. Quant sitting at $112, man. This one it's up. It wants to run. It just needs to get its legs underneath it right now. Quant's struggling in this market right now. It's struggling. Weekend is a long time in crypto. Say go hunt. Yeah, weekend is a long time in crypto, man. It is a long time. A lot can happen over a weekend in crypto, man. A lot. Like if you're out of crypto for 2 days, you feel like you've missed like a year of news. So coming over here to the crypto bubbles, guys, you guys see Bonk performing at 92% on the day. Definitely killing it right now. Killing it. Just absolutely murdering the market right now. So like I said, if you're in Bonk, man, congratulations. Ride that up, but make sure that you're going to take your profits off of that, because eventually this thing's going to consolidate down. The Coinbase effect will wear off, and it will consolidate down. But Solana and AVAX are absolutely killing the market right now as well. So, like I said, if you're in Solana, sitting at 78.11 right now, congrats. And same with AVAX, man. I didn't think that we would see AVAX crack this $40 mark until a little bit later on. But definitely, this thing is absolutely went on a run, baby. Went on a run, a tear. Waiting for Chainlink to go on that run. I think it's going to go on that run. I just have this feeling, guys. Chainlink is going to go on that massive run. So, coming over here to the hour, we'll see how the day is filling in. The day's filling in more red than green. Hex seems to be having a good hour, up 2.2% on the hour. So people are definitely buying into Hex. Bonk is up 2%. You see the percent gains kind of teeter off a little bit as the day moves on, and that's why I encourage everybody, take a profit. But Hex seems to have some money going into it right now over the hour, but the market itself seems to be filling in a little bit more red than green right now. But we'll see what happens on the hour. The day looks good. The week looks absolutely phenomenal. The crypto market had an amazing week in general. So definitely had a great week. So we'll see how the market fills out as the morning moves on. I think we're gonna have an up, or I think we're gonna be up in the market by the end of the day. On Friday, I think we'll be up. The weekends are always slow when it comes to the market, especially around these holiday weekends. You're gonna even get probably a little bit slower, a little bit more profit taking going on. Tax times here, keep saying that, but there's usually a lot of profit taking, or a lot of loss taking during tax season, just so people can pay less in taxes, right? They're taking that out, so that they can pay less in taxes. I did it last year. I sold off a bunch of crypto just to take a loss to even my taxes out. It's gonna happen. It happens every year. So Richard got saved. Richard got saved for twerking. Hey. Richard got served for twerking. He did, man. Richard, man, he was out there, man. Like you can't be that brash. The SEC is gonna come after you when you're that brash, man. But you know what? Much respect to Richard Hart, though, man. He's hanging in there, man. Like I tell you, man. Like I got a lot. As much as we joke about that dude, man, like I got a lot of respect for Richard Hart, man. Like you can't say, the one thing you can't say is that he Richard Hart was wrong, right? The things that Richard Hart said were actually true and they actually happened. The difference is that he was a little bit brash in his delivery, which put him on the radar, obviously, of the SEC. But what he actually was saying was actually accurate. He was proven to be right more times than he was wrong. His delivery was a little bit off, though. So So definitely his delivery was a little off. Y'all smash that like button, man. Make sure y'all smashing that like button. Get pushing us up in the old algo, baby. But yeah, definitely Bonk is the big meme coin winner right now. It really surpassed Pepe. It surpassed a lot of these tokens on market cap. It absolutely is up in the 40s now. Came clearly is the number 3 meme token in the space right now, sitting at 47 right here right now. Clearly is the number 3 token. You know, you got Doge sitting up here, and then SHIB sitting up here, and then obviously Bonk sitting up here per market cap. It basically blew right past Pepe and farted on him and blew past him like a fart in the wind, man. I still think Pepe's got some legs to it. I still think it's going to run. I still think it's going to be fine. But Bonk definitely farted on him and moved right past him. And he crop dusted them boys. So definitely Bonk, baby. Let's get into some news. The global banks regulators, they want to regulate stable coins. Stable coins get a little bit of a pass in this banking regulation globally. They look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the rest of crypto as a high risk asset. Stable coins is not looked at as a high risk asset. It's looked at as just a risky asset, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a big deal, especially on your balance sheets when these banks are saying what their risk is, what their risk is versus what their riskier assets is. So globally, they're trying to change stable coins to move them down to a riskier asset, I should say, and put them in the same level as Bitcoin. I don't know. I don't think that this is a great idea. I think stable coins, especially here in the United States and in the UK, they're really trying to regulate stable coins to bring them into the banking system. And this global banking, the global banking regulators, it sounds like they're trying to move them back down into that real risky asset phase. So we'll see how this thing plays out, because it seems like there's a tug of war between the European nation and the World Banking Institution about how this is going to play out. But definitely, this is some negative news for the stablecoin industry. But we'll see where they go with this. This is going to be important for how they move for how stablecoins move forward. And I said on here on Wednesday, baby fat, good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. Bonk seems to be possibly the next massive be the yeah, I think so. Big Watch, I think Bonk's got a huge upside. Being listed on Coinbase, and we talk about this a lot. The centralized exchange thing, right? When a lot of people come back into crypto that were out for a while, or you get new people into crypto, where's the first place they go is the centralized exchanges, and usually the tier 1 centralized exchanges, Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, all these tier 1s, right? The big exchanges, Gemini, places like that. And if you're listed on them exchanges, your volume's going to go way up. Your volume's going to always be high. This is why I think Pepe's got that run in it, because they're listed on most of the big tier 1 exchanges. And as we look back at this market cap, right? And as this market cap in crypto keeps growing, like I said, we're up to $1.61 trillion. And last time we were on here, we're at 1.55. As this market cap continues to grow, and that new money continues to come in, a lot of it's coming in through the exchanges. It's not coming in through DeFi. People think that this new money's coming in through DeFi. It's just not. It's coming in through the centralized exchanges, with all of the new people coming in, and what's listed on them exchanges is what will run. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it, you know, if Bonk listed on Coinbase is going to bring in a ton of volume as these things come through, that's why SHIB's going to run again. That's why Doge is going to run again. That's why Pepe is going to run again. And now Bonk is looking to do the same thing. You know, because of that, people are going to look at them tier one exchanges. They're going to go down through the list. They're going to say, all right, you know, I'm buying this, and this, because they all want that old Shiba Inu run. They all want that Dogecoin run. They all want them types of runs. So what's listed there will generate volume. Central exchanges, people talk about them like they're a negative and like DeFi is going to take over the world. It's central exchanges will always be the entry point for 99% of all the new users coming in cryptocurrency. It'll always be the central point. You know, so you have to get listed on exchanges. You know, people sleep on it like central exchanges are not the place to go. They are. Vote was pumping. Really, Seiko? You gonna go there, Seiko? You gonna go there? You gonna go there, brother? You know how I feel about that. Shib Lord spoke. Yeah, he basically said that he was. I read it real quick before I got in here this morning, but he basically said he was stepping away. I don't. That's what I got out of that, Ken. Unless I misread that. Everything will go parabolic. Go parabolic in my Jake voice. Baby fat. It will, man. The market will run. The market's gonna run, man. The market is gonna take off. The market is going to the market. We're just in the baby fat guy be saying baby. We're just in the beginning stages of this bull run, right? Like we're just starting to scratch the surface of what's coming. Everything's gonna run. Everything's gonna be fine. It's just a matter of, you know, where you're at and how much of a run you get, right? Like how big of a slice of a pie, how big of that pie are you going to take? How big of a slice do you really have? And there's going to be tokens that have a bigger slice of that pie than others. It's just going to happen. He said he was stepping away. His dog rug. No, it's actually a community token. He turned everything over to the community. So you know, like it's basically unruggable at this point. Gracias can pump like bonk, 200 million market cap. You gotta have them guys hit me up, Mike, if you want me to cover it. I just don't cover things just to cover them. You know, I gotta look into them. So, you know, I'm not even familiar with that token. So like you gotta have them guys reach out if you want me to cover it here. I just don't look up anything. So because that's just reckless. The SEC, Feds are the SEC Feds are running all the devs out. The SEC, that's their goal, right? Baby fat is they want these devs gone, right? Well, and we look at that. I look at it two different ways, right? Like I hate the fact that the SEC doesn't have clear regulations, right? But at the same time, I look at it and I say, you know what? Sometimes we got to take responsibility for what we do in the cryptocurrency industry too, right? There's been a lot of shady shit that's happened. And there's been a lot of stuff that's come into question the cryptocurrency space, right? So we got to take some responsibility for that too, and we got to say, you know what, if we eliminated some of the shady stuff, then maybe the SEC wouldn't be after crypto the way that they are, right? Now, do they overstep their bounds? Yeah, all the time. But you know, it's we got to take some responsibility for cryptocurrency as well. Is it the wild wild west? There's an argument out there that says that it is, and you can't, with all the rugs and everything else, like you can't say that argument's not valid. But the SEC definitely oversteps their bounds a lot when it comes to crypto, and they need to put out some clear regulations as to what can and can't be done. But they definitely overstep. But at the same time, we gotta take some responsibility for what's happened in this crypto industry as well. And there's been a lot of rugs. There's been a lot of shady stuff that's happened, and we got to take some responsibility for that. Seiko Hunt, and it's so funny. Yeah, Seiko fudding, man. He's fudding, man. He's fudding. Seiko Hunt, stop sitting on St. Nick. Yeah, Seiko trying to fud, man. He trying to get me to say stuff, man, that he already knows, man. He already knows how I feel about certain tokens and about certain situations. He's trying to get me to say something. So I told everyone, take profits. Dog is another RFD. You always got to take profits. I don't care what token you're in. I don't care what project you're in. I don't care what the project is. You always take your profits, man. You always take your profits. At the end of the day, the money's not yours until it's in your bank account, right? So you always have to take your profits. And I don't care what project it is. It could be the best project in the world, but you take your profits. It's always a work in progress. They're just making rules. Yeah, baby fat. I agree. It's always, crypto's so new. It is a work in progress, and they're kind of like building the airplane in the air, right? Like the airplane's flying and they're still trying to build it. That's how I kind of see crypto. The airplane's already in the air. It's taken off, and now they're trying to build the airplane while it's already flying. And by then, it's a little too late. You're playing catch up at that point, and you have to, and you have to make common sense rules too, right? I think the government and the SEC, they look at it, and some of the things that they want to do is really unrealistic. Even in the UK, throughout the world, some of the stuff is unrealistic. What the world's trying to do is take cryptocurrency and fit it into the current financial structure that they currently have under the current financial rules, and it just doesn't fit. So, and they're unwilling to make them adjustments. They're unwilling to make them changes, to make the system better for everybody, including the governments, including the world, including the governments. They're unwilling to make them changes. And ultimately, the countries that make the changes and really adopt cryptocurrency and blockchain technology are going to be the ones that are successful, and the ones that don't are going to be the ones that are left behind. That's what it boils down to. The ones that are able to adapt and make the adjustments and make common sense regulation and really embrace blockchain technology, they're going to win. The ones that don't, they're going to lose. Unfortunately, some of the European nations, including the United States, they're losing right now. And until they make some of these changes and adjustments, they're going to continue to lose. It's just that simple. People will take their development elsewhere. They'll take their technology elsewhere. They will You know, they'll move to places that embrace what they're trying to do. Cashless, yeah. Cashless conversions is cashless conversion is everything, baby fam. When you look at it, you're already cashless, right? I mean, how many people actually carry cash with them, right? It really, it's all about debit cards. It's all about not carrying cash. It's all about, making transactions without carrying a whole bunch of dollar bills on them, right? And blockchain technology the ability to do that in a more effective and efficient way, and with a lot more speed and accuracy and cheaper, right? So, like I said, the countries that embrace it are the countries that'll win. The countries that don't embrace it are they're going to lose a lot of this development. They're going to lose a lot of this these new people that are coming in, that are smart, that are developing this new technology, that are moving this stuff forward. They're going to move to countries that embrace them. I try to keep at least $20 in cash on me. Yeah, I carry a little bit of cash, Big Watch, just in case. But really, the majority of your transactions are really made cashless, right? Some of your bills are automatically withdrawn, or you're paying on a debit card, stuff like that. So like cash is not king anymore. I'm just glad we were here from the beginning. Yeah, if you're in crypto right now, you're early. I don't care what the price of cryptocurrency is. I don't care what the price is. I don't care what's going on in the industry right now. I don't care about any of that. You're early. You're early on in cryptocurrency. You're here for the development. I mean, you look at the spot Bitcoin ETFs, you look at all of the money that's getting ready to come in. You look at a lot of the institutional investment that's getting ready to come into crypto, and you're here before all of that, right? So this cryptocurrency market will be manipulated in the future by financial institutions, right? They're going to come in, they're going to buy up a lot of this stuff. They're going to manipulate, the top tokens. They're going to do all of that, right? But the beauty of that is that you're here before that. You're here before. And how often can anybody say that they were here before the financial institutions were here, before the big money was here, before the big investments were here? Not too often. Usually the retail investors are usually the ones that are playing catch up in any financial situation. And right now, it seems like the financial institutions and the big investments, they're the ones that are playing catch up, and we're already here, right? So, very rarely in any country in the world do retail investors are they able to say that they were here first. And a lot of us were here first. Like, I've been in crypto for a minute, so I'm just grateful, and that's why I always say the price that crypto is right now. I don't care what project you're invested in; it doesn't even matter. The price that it is now is pennies on the dollar to where it'll be in the future. So I can't wait to start. I can't wait to start seeing multiple crypto ads on TV. Oh, they're coming, Big Watch. They're coming, dude. They're coming. Them crypto ads are coming, brother. And you know who's probably going to put out the most crypto ads out of everybody? It's Crypto.com. Crow. They are an advertising machine, baby. They advertise. They probably will lead the way in advertisement. Coinbase will probably come in second. I think Coinbase will put on a big push for advertisement, but definitely I think Crypto.com will definitely lead the way. Coinbase has some good ones. Yeah, they do. As I say, I think they'll come in second. I think when it's all said and done, Coinbase will be second when it comes to advertisement. Because Coinbase, crypto.com, they have the most to gain. Them are huge, huge exchanges throughout the world, right? Throughout the world. Tim Ski, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up? DGs are in the building. So here you got crypto for SafeMoon, right? Has filed for chapter 7 bankruptcy. I think anybody probably could see this one coming. A blind man could probably see this one coming after what happened with SafeMoon, that they actually filed for bankruptcy. What I think is funny about this is, people come out and say cryptocurrency has no value whatsoever. If you have no value whatsoever, how do you file for chapter 7 bankruptcy, right? So it just amazes me how people talk out of both sides of their mouth. They talk out of both sides of their mouth, and it's just crazy, man. But yeah, so SafeMoon files for chapter 7. I don't know. Here's my thing about SafeMoon. If you're in SafeMoon, get the hell out of SafeMoon. Stay the hell away from SafeMoon. This project, I don't know. Can it survive? I don't know. This project has been through so much nonsense and craziness since its inception, and this might be, with these guys being charged, this is probably what shuts the door on SafeMoon. People may not want to hear that. They hate it, but this big time SafeMoon investors, here, and but you can only withstand so much, and this probably shuts the door on SafeMoon. The charges, the bankruptcy, the community's huge, the community's strong, the community has been through so much, but eventually you can only take so much. Big headache today, and bailed halfway through. It happens, Timsky. It happens, brother. If you're not feeling well, then you got to bail out of the stream, man. It happens, brother. It happens. It happens to the best of us, brother. You got to take care of yourself first. But yeah, I don't know. SafeMoon's going to do what SafeMoon does, right? But my suggestion, not financial advice to anybody. I ain't telling you how to invest, but if you got any money in SafeMoon, just go ahead and do what you guys got to do, and get the hell out of there, man. That's a dying breed right here. So the story that has intrigued me the most over the past couple of days that we got to talk about here is JP Morgan says that Ethereum will likely outperform Bitcoin next year. Did you see the new dog website? When did that drop? Dropped a couple days ago, Timsky. Dropped a couple days ago, brother. I don't even know exactly what day. Early this week it dropped. But yeah, JP Morgan says that Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin next year. You look at this, JP Morgan. Oh man, JP Morgan just keeps putting themselves in the news when it comes to crypto, right? They love crypto, they hate crypto, they have a blockchain, they have a token, but cryptocurrency is a scheme, it's a scam. JP Morgan, again, talking out of both sides of their mouth. But the one thing you got to love about JP Morgan is they're not good poker players, right? Just the fact that you're saying that crypto is a scam and all this, but you have a blockchain, you have a token, and you continually comment on your position in cryptocurrency lets me know that, the only thing you're doing is trying to suppress the market, and so that you can load up even more. But will Ethereum outperform Bitcoin? I don't know. Let's use common sense, right? Let's look at this thing from a common sense perspective, right? So if you're just talking about percent gains, right? If you're just talking about gaining dollars and cents, right? Ethereum sitting at $2,200, right? $2,262, right? Bitcoin sitting at 42,641, right? So you can obviously buy more Ethereum than you can Bitcoin, right? For this, same amount of money, you can own more Ethereum than you can Bitcoin, right? That's common sense, common math, right? So if Ethereum goes up 30% and Bitcoin goes up 30%, and I'm just throwing some numbers out there, right? You are obviously going to see a bigger return on your Ethereum investment than you will on your Bitcoin investment, right? That's common sense, common math, right? I don't think anybody can argue that math, right? So by JP Morgan coming out and saying, that they see a bigger return on investment on Ethereum over the next year than Bitcoin, well, yeah, you think? That's no different than me saying I'm going to invest in BNB, right? And I'm going to put the same amount of money in BNB that I'm going to put in Ethereum. My percent gains on BNB are going to be bigger than they are on Ethereum, just because I own more BNB than I do Ethereum. If I put that same amount of money in there. So, like everybody's going crazy about this article. You see people commenting on it, like JP Morgan, they're shitting on Bitcoin. They don't believe in Bitcoin. It's all about Ethereum. It's not the case. It's common math, right? You just got to use common sense. Now, do I put a lot of stock in what JP Morgan says? You have to read between the lines when you talk about JP Morgan, because the only thing that JP Morgan is trying to do right now when it comes to crypto is increase their position in cryptocurrency. So as much as they talk about it, as bad as they talk about it, and how in what they do, they don't match. You talk bad about it, but you build a blockchain and you have a token. So when you read things about JP Morgan that says, okay, Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin, that just tells me that JP Morgan's getting ready to buy a whole shit ton of Bitcoin, right? So they want to drop the price down on Bitcoin as much as they possibly can so that they can buy more Bitcoin, right? So they put articles like this out here, to create that FOMO into Ethereum so they can come right behind you and buy Bitcoin, right? So, you got to be careful on what you read from the headlines. And you got to understand that everybody has a position that they're trying to get to in crypto. Everybody has a position. These bigger companies, they will FUD the hell out of crypto in order to get their position and shake you out of your bag. Wow, didn't know JP Morgan. Yeah, they have a private blockchain, Baby Fat, and they have a token. They have a private blockchain. They built it this year, actually, but it's a private blockchain. They've already tested it with their banking industry. They've already tested it, made transactions, made transfers, made payments. They actually tested it with Matic. I believe they tested it with Matic, if my memory serves me correctly. But I don't think that they're going to use Matic for their interoperability. I think they'll probably end up using Chainlink. I think a bunch of the banks will probably end up using Chainlink for their interoperability. But we'll see. They could definitely use Matic, but yeah, they have their own token. They have their own private blockchain, and you got to understand, these banks' private blockchain, they're not worth anything until they're interoperable and they can talk to other blockchains, because JP Morgan's blockchain doesn't mean anything if it can only interact with JP Morgan customers. JP Morgan's blockchain becomes valuable when it can interact with Wells Fargo and the World Bank and all that. When it can interact with them, and then it becomes very valuable. But right now, it's only valuable to JP Morgan because it's not interoperable, and that's the advantage of having interoperability. Right? You got to be able to talk to different blockchains, because not everybody's going to build on Ethereum. Not everybody's going to build on BNB. Not everybody's going to build on whatever insert blockchain here, right? Not everybody's going to build on that same blockchain. So you got to be able to talk in between these blockchains. And that's why interoperability is such a big deal right now. So, Speaking of Coinbase, Coinbase introduces spot crypto trading to international institutions, guys. So here's where Coinbase is making up a lot of what is going on and how Coinbase is growing and why their stock is absolutely taken off. Is Coinbase has opened up not only in the United States but internationally, and it started out and it keeps continually builds out to more and more countries, and now they're going after these institutional investments in these international communities. And the big deal about this is obviously, you know, that BlackRock owns a large portion of Coinbase. They're integrated into Coinbase. They, you know, BlackRock is basically running Coinbase. They call it what you want, but that's what's going on. And these big institutional investors coming into Coinbase is just going to increase their revenue, increase their dollars, increase their dollar mark, right? So with this expansion into the international markets, you're going to see Coinbase absolutely explode. And this is why everybody is looking at Coinbase. And this is why the government itself is looking at Coinbase as a possible threat, right? Because Coinbase is about to literally go nuts when it comes to users, right? Not only users, but revenue, right? Because they have access through BlackRock to all of these international investments and these big institutional firms. So don't sleep on Coinbase, guys, as being a big worldwide player in this game. Coinbase is already the biggest player in the United States. Don't sleep on Coinbase being one of the biggest players, if not the biggest player internationally as well. And this has been only like 4 or 5 months of Coinbase going international, and they have made so many strides internationally that not a lot of other exchanges would have made if they didn't have the backing of like BlackRock and people like that. Coinbase is huge. Coinbase is huge. Get over here, guys, and I'll let you guys go. We're going to come on over here to some of these tokens that we look at every day, see how they're performing. We have Bone sitting here. Definitely came up to that 76 level, starting on a little pullback. We're on the hourly chart here, so starting with a little pullback for the day. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not ready to buy back into Bone. You guys know I sold my Bone. I told you guys up in that dollar range, $1.15 range. We bought it at 33 cents. We're buying around 33 cents, somewhere up in there, 50 cents. Some of you guys got in at, but definitely I'm waiting. I think Bone's going to come back down into that 50-cent range, 50 to 30 cent range. I think it's going to come back down there. We'll see. I could be wrong. I could miss the boat. It could happen. But we're definitely going to ride it out and see. Got paw chain over here, looking strong. Regained. It gave back to zero, and then took it back. Had a nice run up here. Definitely a little bit of sell off this morning on this hourly candle right here. Definitely some profit taking going on in there. But this is a long-term project. So you got to be in it for the long haul. Jasmy, baby. You guys know we are huge Jasmy fans. Jasmy is absolutely killing it right now. 206524. Jasmy is absolutely killing these charts. You look at this big day right here, this big hour, I should say. Usually we're looking at the day chart. I don't know why I'm on the hour chart, but definitely Crow too. Yeah, baby fat. We talked about Crow earlier. Crow is on the move. I'm hoping that it holds that 10-cent level. I'm hoping that it holds that 10-cent level and stays there. But Jasmy definitely is on the move as well. You are not missing anything on Bone. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think there's a lot of downside to Bone. I think there's a lot of sell pressure in there. If it gets back down in that 50-cent level, 40-cent level, I may think about jumping back in, but I'm not even going to start thinking about it until it gets down that low. Good morning, Kelcher. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I think Bone will do well, but they need to be recentering. I think so. I don't think Bone's dead by any means. I just think that it needs to come down for the big run up and the big hype that Shibarium had, and then exactly what the shit show that they launched. Bones, it needs to come down. They need a reset. They need a reset, and Bones price action needs a reset too. Vegas Inu and Stewie. Oh, you know we're gonna get Stewie. You know we're gonna get the Stewie, baby. We're here. We will definitely get there. Neroni's doing his thing. On an hourly, has a little bit of a sell-off. It's holding that 25 to 27 cent range pretty good. A little bit of sell-off over the hour, but you see it traded sideways all night long. Definitely doing pretty well. Hanging in there at that 27 to 25 cent range. Definitely a little bit of a pullback from that 30 cent range, but Neroni's doing well in this market, right? They're adding holders. They're doing well. They're definitely holding their own in this market. They have some things coming out, some things that they're working on. Definitely once everything is rolled out and they're ready to go, got to put a marketing push behind it. But I think they will. Neroni right now at 27 cents is a bargain. I'm telling you guys that right now. Call it what you want. This is a bargain at 27 cents. You're gonna wish that you had 27 cents in Neroni in very short order here. I think the development team over here. This is probably one of the. When it comes to Ethereum development, this is probably one of the biggest utility development teams out there that I believe in. I think right here, when it actually comes to develop an actual use case and utility, with the AI node that they put out, the sniper bot that they put out, the GFXs that they put out, the wallet scanners that they put out, they're second to none when it comes to the technology development over here. So I think big upside going on over here. Pepe continues to do what Pepe does, right, man? It's sitting at that 1391 mark. Definitely whole market's on the downside on the hour, so we call it what we want. We're on the hour chart. This thing's on the downside here, but definitely Pepe's holding its own. Bonk absolutely smoked Pepe in market cap and came by Pepe, and like I said, just basically just blew right past them, starting to mint a green candle on this hour as you guys seen, everything just refreshed. So definitely has a green candle coming in on this hour. But 13501394, definitely a Pepe had a nice run. So Pepe's gonna be a force to reckon with in the bull market. Do you think Bone sucked up all? Do you think Bone sucked up all the other memes, liquidity? No, I don't think so. I don't think Bonk sucked up all the liquidity. I think a lot of money went into Bonk though. A lot of money went into Bonk, and this is the thing in this market. It's all rinse and repeat, right? We're trading with the same money. It's just a matter of what token you're put it in. I found Kermit on AVAX and have been watching. I'm gonna have to look at that baby. I'm gonna have to look at that baby fat. I'm gonna have to look at Kermit over there on AVAX. I've been starting to get into different blockchains outside of BNB and Ethereum. Bonk over there on Solana's looking good. I'll look at Kermit over there on AVAX as well. I think that there's going to be other blockchains that take off outside of the Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum will always be king, but I definitely think it's time to start looking at some of these other lower market cap projects on other blockchains because they're moving. Main's hanging on 8-9. It's hanging on. It's midnight green candle today. It's not doing bad. Definitely need something going on over here in Maine. We'll Stewie, we'll just do meme punch today. Stewie, definitely big red candles over the past couple days. Definitely though, I'm really high on this project. I think that this project right here is going to survive this bear market and be into the bull market. Starting to come out with some good stuff. NFTs that they're going to come out with are going to be, they're out, but they're going to move them back over to the Ethereum blockchain. They're going to be huge. They're going to be big. A lot of people are going to want that passive income that these things bring. The community continues to grow. They continue to grow their holder count. But definitely, I think Stewie definitely will be here for the long haul. I don't think that they're going anywhere. I think that they're going to be here for a minute. So dog, let's talk about dog. Here it is, sitting at 008780. Big down, big sell off, big sell off. There was a hack yesterday that definitely took out some big whale wallets, and they sold them on the chart. There's just no way around that. The hack, we were actually on a space when the hack happened, and it happened, and the people that got hacked were actually in the space. There's a big sell off here. There's a message today out there. I didn't really digest the message yet from ShibLord. Definitely the whole contract situation put a damper on this project as well. But the one thing that you do notice when it comes to dog is that there's a lot of people that are just straight up swing trading the hell out of it, right? And they are swing trading it and swing trading it and swing trading it. You see people that you see a lot of the same wallets that are going to buy down here in the 8s. They're going to sell up in the 1. They're going to sell up in the 1-3 level, and then they're going to buy back in. They're going to just keep rinsing and repeating, rinsing and repeating, and rinsing and repeating. So this, because it's a 0-0 tax, has become a swing trader's dream, right? And if you don't believe me, just look at the 24-hour volume, 2.17 million. This thing was looking at about $1 million of volume a day. It's increased to itself $1 million of volume a day, and that's a lot of that is a swing trade. People are swing trading the hell out of this thing. Just go look at some of the wallets that are buying and selling, right? You can look at a lot of these wallets that are buying in right now are going to be selling in the 1s. They're going to be selling in the 1s. It's when you have a 0-0 tax, you open yourself up to a lot of swing trading, and that's what's going on right now. It is what it is. They got to recover the chart, and there's just no way around that. They have to recover the chart. I got a tip on Husky, and was able to get. Okay, you got. I ain't heard of that one, baby fat. I haven't heard of that one. I'm going to start back making memes. Yeah, I gotta start back making memes for Stewie too. I kind of took a little bit of a break. From making memes. But yeah, so dog, I mean, you guys know, man, the community's still there. The community's strong. But there's been some stuff and we're not going to run away from that stuff. Husky's on AVAX too. All right. I look at that when I look at Kermit. But there's been some stuff like the contract that was an issue, right? And we got over that issue. This hack yesterday is an issue. It definitely was an issue when a lot of your big whale wallets are getting sold off, right? A lot of people want to hear from ShibLord, right? It's an issue that they didn't, right? So there's some issues that are going on, and the whole key to the project now is how do you overcome the issues, right? What do you do? How do you overcome them? What does the community do? This is a community-based project. What do they do? How do they react? Right. That is the key. Right. I like some of what I'm hearing over here, and I don't like some of what I'm hearing over here. I don't like the mentality of, you guys know I'm not I don't call people Jeets, right? That's not my thing. I don't like it. I think people should be able to buy and sell when they want, how they want. XXI told me about BYTE bit this morning. I haven't looked at it, but I don't like that whole Jeet thing, and people should be able to buy and sell when they want, and they so I have a little bit of issue with that. But the community's strong. It's hanging in there. We got to see where this thing's going to go. This weekend will be crucial. It'll be a crucial time for Dog. But we'll see where it goes. It's always a hack. It's always a hack when devs are jumping. This one you could pretty much tell. Somebody was able to get into Telegram, put a fake post up about staking starting. Some of the people that should have known better didn't, connected their wallet and got drained. They got drained, and how somebody was able to pin something in the Telegram, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Only your mod should be able to pin something, but hindsight being it happened, right? There's nothing you're gonna do about it. It happened. We'll see where we go, right? Unfortunately, we're in a situation where you got to see where you're gonna go. I heard that Jeet term on one of their X spaces, and Big Watch, we don't do that whole Jeet. I'm not with that, man. I mean, it's your money. You should be able to buy and sell when you want. I'm not going to make you feel bad about how you buy and sell. Affects everybody. Everybody doesn't have the same exit plan. Yeah, you're right. They don't have the same exit plan. People have different strategies. People believe differently, and you have to be able to respect that. And I that's not me, and you got to understand too. People come from different countries, and $100 win in the United States isn't that much, but $100 win in some of these other countries is a huge deal. It's, you can't make them people feel bad, right? Because you want them to come back. How convenient, laughing out loud, Daniel, and why only the big wallets, the big wallets. No, there was some small wallets, Al, that got taken as well. I mean, these people, they hooked up to this site. Like, it's the bigger issue is, how did it get pinned? How did it get pinned? I finally got in. Dog, yesterday after afternoon. not a huge bag. I heard you got in, Timsky. I heard you got in. Yeah. Al, like, you bring some valid questions, man. Like, and the thing about me is, like, I don't run away from the questions, right? Like here, we're gonna keep it 100, right? I'm gonna give you the good. I'm gonna give you the bad. I'm gonna, like, it is what it is, and them are valid questions, man. And they need to be asked. And sometimes, one of the things is, like, people don't want to ask the questions, right? To me, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy that some of this stuff happened, right? It's a little crazy. The whole contract thing, the whole pinning of the Telegram, like, that's stuff that shouldn't happen in a project. It shouldn't happen. But now the only thing you can do is try to recover, right? And it's really up to the community on how they recover. They'll either recover this thing and make it go, or you're gonna have a whole bunch of swing trading going on like it's going on right now, right? People are buying at the 8s, they're gonna sell at the 9s and the 10s, and then they're gonna come back in, they're gonna dump the chart, they're gonna buy back in on the 8s, they're gonna sell on the 10s. The bots are gonna take over. So, it's how the community is gonna recover the chart, or if they're gonna recover the chart. I asked it. I asked a tough question. And got chewed out. Oh boy, that's crazy. Yeah, Timsky. Some of them rooms will allow you to ask questions. Some of them are kind of like, no, we're not doing that. I don't think so. I think as a project, you have to be able to take the good, you have to be able to take the bad, you have to be able to take the positive, you have to be able to take the negative, you have to be able to address it all, right? And address it and then move on. But I'm also a believer that as a project, you can't dwell on things either, right? Like once you address them, then it's time to move on. And we're not going to keep, as a project, I can understand too, like I come on both sides of this, right? You got to address it, and you got to address it in a way that makes sense. You got to address it in a way that, you feel comfortable, but at the same time, you have to move on. You can't keep bringing the same issue to the table either. Eventually, the issue gets old. You can't keep bringing the same issue up at time after time after time. And I've seen that a lot with this community. I mean, they're still people still want to bring up the issue with the contract, right? That's over. It's over. It's done with. It's dealt with. It's time to move on. Either you're still in or you're still out, right? And that choice is only yours, and only you can make that choice. But the explanation is already there. Either you buy it or you don't, right? So I'm not one to dwell on the issues either. So 99% of new tokens coming to our community, and scams. And that's kind of a little bit what I was talking about earlier, Seiko, was, we get mad when regulators call us the Wild Wild West. We get mad when people dunk on crypto, right? But a lot of times we do it to ourselves, right? A lot of times the industry does it to themselves, I mean, how many rugs have happened over the past, over the past year, over the past 5 years, right? And then you get mad when somebody calls the industry the Wild Wild West. Well, quit fucking rugging people, quit rugging people, quit with the shady bullshit, and they won't have anything to say. But as long as all this stuff is still going on, then you can't get mad when somebody says, you're the Wild Wild West. You can't get mad about that, because there's a lot of people out here, there's a lot of devs out here that are operating like it's the Wild Wild West. Until you can clean that up, then you can't get mad when somebody calls a duck, right? Hey Timsky, what was the tough question? I heard Timsky ask a question. I didn't think it was that tough. I thought it was, if it was the question about migrating to different blockchains, I didn't think that was tough. There's a lot of tokens out here right now that are multi-blockchain, and that's a legitimate question to ask. There was a tweet about LP burn. So I asked whether the contract had been given over to the community. Yeah, it was given over, Timsky, and that's not a tough question. That's a pretty easy question. That's a pretty easy question. You shouldn't have been banned for that. That's a pretty easy question. So that's craziness. Like, that shouldn't have happened. So with that, I'm gonna get out of here. I kept you guys for a whole hour and a half today, so I'm gonna get out of here. But you know what? It is what it is, and we great stream today. Great Friday, guys. Appreciate every single one of you. We keep it real here, guys. So everything's everything, man. I wasn't at the space. I'll read these last couple, and then we're gonna get off. I wasn't at the space, but that sounds a BS. BS. What they done to Timsky? Yeah. I don't think I was there either, Al. But that's a little. That's a pretty easy question to answer. Timsky, if that's right. That's right out there, cages. Yeah, that's a pretty easy question. That question is not hard. That question was pretty easy. No ban. It all worked. It all worked out. Yeah, that question was pretty easy, Timsky. I don't understand even why that would ruffle any feathers. I didn't understand it. I don't understand that one. But everybody have a great weekend. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate everything. We're gonna do this again Monday morning. Understand that it's the weekend. Understand, there'll probably be some consolidation and some pullback over the weekend, or not. This market's so unpredictable, right? Right now, but definitely we're in a great place when it comes to the crypto market, guys. 1.61 market cap, $1.61 trillion is definitely a great market cap. We continually eat that market cap up and up and up and up and up a little bit more. So definitely a good place to be going into a Friday. Definitely a good market cap to be sitting at on an upward trajectory on a Friday. So gotta love it. Bitcoin Fear and Greed is sitting at 77, guys. So that's pretty high of where we're at. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate everybody that's here. Keep on coming back, guys. We'll keep on giving you the news. We'll keep on keeping it real. We'll keep on keeping it 100. Invest in good, solid projects. Invest in projects that are going to make you some money. Make sure you take your profit. Make sure you don't get rugged, guys. Just don't get rugged. We can come back from some bad investments. We can always make some money somewhere else. We can always do what we need to do to bring them investments that were down back up. But one thing that we can't do is we can't recover any projects that were rugged, any of your funds that were rugged. So do your best not to get rugged. Do your best to stay safe. I know it's tough out here. I know it's hard out here. And we'll have a great weekend. And everybody, just stay safe out here. Trade safe. Be solid in your investments, and do what you do, and make sure you take your profits. Do not leave your profits sitting on the table. I don't care what project it is. I don't care what the dev is. I don't care who the dev is. I don't care what's going on in that project. If you feel like you need to take profits, damn it, take your profits, man. Take your money. It's never your money until it's in your bank account. So make sure that when it's time for you to take profits, you're taking profits. And make sure you keep solid in your investments. Keep your feet on the ground, and stay convicted in what you're invested in, guys. So with that, guys, I'm out. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Al, I'll probably talk to you a little bit later on today. Everybody have a great day. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Bye.